this is Zero at Disney Cars Toy Club, and today we're doing a Kidrobot BFFS video for you guys. We're going to be opening up a total of 13 blind boxes and one giant Play-Doh surprise egg. Now we're going to start the video off by opening up the blind boxes first. And the reason why I decided to do an entire video for these BFFs is because we've had more requests for these blind boxes than any other blind box that we've done on the channel. So I decided let's just go ahead and do an entire video of this. So for our first one, we got Joe and Mr. Donatsu. And on the back it says, "A match made in bakery heaven." And here's a look at our little cup of coffee and the little chocolate donut that goes with it. On the back it says, "BFFs are happy." Of course, BFF means best friends forever. So the entire series is based on two little characters that kind of go together. And we've gotten, we've done several of these, so we've gotten, I would say, about half of all the figures. But hopefully today we're going to get most of this set. This is actually going to be a new one. So this one looks like a chocolate marshmallow, and it has a little fork so you can kind of cook it over the fire. Let's go ahead and get it taken out of the package so we can check it out. And this is going to be S. Morrison and Rusty Jr. It's a 3 in 32 chance of getting this one, and it says, "Let's cuddle by the fire." So here's our little marshmallow. Now the handle on this has got like a little wooden camouflage handle, which is kind of neat. So that's an interesting one. We'll go ahead and set that down. And for our next one, let's see here. This one feels kind of blocky. And this one is also going to be a new one. So we got a frying pan, a cracked egg, and then there's a cooked egg. So I'll get it all taken out and we'll check it out. And let's check out the card first. It says Freddie and Gaston. This is a 1 in 16, so it's a little bit harder to get, I guess. This one says, "Time for a love omelet." So here's the frying pan. Here's a look at the back, and then here's our egg. So we're gonna crack our egg open, and then it's got the little egg yolk inside. There's a look at it. And it actually does fit in the frying pan perfectly. So it's actually a pretty cool figure. That's gonna be one of my favorite ones that we've opened so far. Now let's go ahead and open up the next one. We have a lot of these to open. We don't usually do just one theme of a blind box, but these just, again, they get requested so much. So for this one's also going to be a new one that we haven't gotten before. It says Al and the Sharp Brothers. It looks like a balloon, I think, and it says, "You make me float off the ground." And then here's going to be all the pieces. So again, I'll get it all put together. We'll check it out. So here's our balloon with 3 faces, 1, 2, and 3. And you know, when I was putting this piece in, I actually cracked it. So I'm really sad about that. I hope I get another one of these because I really like this figure. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hopefully we'll get another one. Let's go ahead and open the next one. Yeah, I'm really kind of disappointed that I broke that piece. Might try to super glue it back together if I don't get another one. And for this one, if I ever get it out, it looks like we got a cupcake and there's got to be a fork in here. Here it is. So here's our cupcake and here's our little fork that it goes with it. And it says, "Sprinkles and Eddie, 3 in 32. You're what love tastes like," is what it says. Now we have gotten this one at least once. I'm thinking we actually might have got this one twice. And he looks really tasty, doesn't he? That looks like a pretty good cupcake. But I don't eat cupcakes with a fork. And I think I've said that the last time we got him. I'm not sure why a fork goes with a cupcake. But let's keep moving. Let's see what we get for our next one. We got... Man, these things are tricky to get out of the package sometimes. So it looks like we got an ice cream with a sunshine. So here's our ice cream. And there's our sunshine. And on the back it says, "I'll stop the world and melt with you." That's kind of a line from a famous song. And this one's a 3 in 32, so it's kind of like one of the common ones, I guess. The odds on some of these are a little bit strange compared to like other blind boxes, but here we go, if I can get them in there. So of course the sunshine is melting our ice cream cone. That's a really cute one. It's nice and colorful and bright for sure. Kind of catches your eye. So let's go ahead and actually, before I open this one, let's just take one look real quick. So we have gotten this one in the past. We got all of these and we got all of these. So right now we're missing Jimmy and Anthony. I don't think we got Chuck and Johnny. I'm not sure about that one. We might have gotten him. I know we got the shoe. We have not gotten the bomb. We have gotten the cheese. And that one I'm not sure about either. I don't know if we got that one. And then this one we got today. So we're still missing a few. Not a lot. But I'm kind of wondering after I do this video, it'll be fun to see if you guys keep requesting these. And of course I just dropped our cup of coffee. Good thing it's not a real cup of coffee because that would have made a mess. And of course we already got him right here. He's kind of like hiding back there. And we're probably going to get several duplicates in this video, but we're not going to be like opening additional ones. I do have a few of these left after today, but I'm probably not going to open them for a while. And we got the cheeseburger. And here we have Chuck and Johnny. And there's our little hamburger with the knife in him. And it says, "Hey BFF, you're the meatiest." So there he is. And again, I don't eat cheeseburgers with knives. So I guess you could kind of cut the cheeseburger in half. So I guess that is kind of helpful. But again, those two don't go together all that well. Let's see what we get for our next one. Some of these go together like really good, and some of them are kind of like, I don't know about that one. And for this one, we got the axe, and I guess if it ever comes out, it's actually like stuck in there. Look at this. It is. It's not want to come out. It's literally like glued in there to the package. That's the first time that's ever happened. Look at that. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. I was like, why is it not coming out? Sometimes it's always not my fault. So here's our little axe. There's our very happy toothy axe. And the card says, Milton and Mr. Fink. It's a 1 in 32. It says, "Would you be mine?" Oh, that's pretty funny. So here's our little tree stomp. And you know, the only bad thing about this one is they put the little split that way instead of this way, so you can't actually see both the faces at the same time. And there I go dropping stuff like usual. So here he is. That's a pretty cool one. It's a big one. It's probably one of the biggest ones out here. We'll set him down. And next up, looks like we got 4 left. And then we're going to open up this giant Play-Doh surprise egg. And just to let you guys in on a little secret before we get to the egg, there is not BFF stuff in there. We just made the BFF logo. And this one again, wow, it's stuck in there again. Now this one looks pretty cool. This one says Jimmy and Anthony. It's a 1 in 16, and it's like a plush little heart here. And on the back it says, "I love you with all my heart." Now that's kind of silly. So there he is right there. So this is going to be a new one, and I'll get this out and put together, and we'll check it out. So here's our little heart, and the cool thing about this is they put a stand right here on the back so that hopefully it'll actually stand up. And if you notice, it's the same color as our egg back here. The heart on the egg though is like a bright red, because on the box it's bright red, and also if you notice our arrow's green and the arrow's green right here, but yet on the figure it's blue, so it's a little bit of a difference there between those. We'll set that down, and he stood up, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open the next one. And I'm kind of curious, I wonder if Kidrobot is going to make a series 2 of the BFFs, because you would think, as popular as these are, that they would. So for this one we got the cassette tape, and it says "You Can't Erase True Love," Maxwell and Earl, so 1 in 16. And we've had pretty good luck today with the magnet. He just went flat out, so I'll pick him up real quick and we'll check this thing out. Alright, so now that I actually found our magnet and got him in there, this cassette tape, it says "Rock and Rolla" on one side, and then on the back it says "Best Friends Forever Mix." XOXO, and of course the face is on that side. Now the cool thing about this one is actually it's got a face on both sides. So that's rather interesting. Most of the figures do not have that. As you can see right here, it does not have a face on both sides. So I think that might be one of the only ones, if not the only one. I was looking down there to see if any of the other ones had that. I think that might be the only one that's got a face on both sides. And it looks like we got the frying pan and the egg again, so we'll set that down. And so it looks like we're still missing the bomb, and we are missing, I think that's it. I think We're missing the bomb and we're missing the mystery figure, so those are the only two that we're missing. So we've gotten pretty much the entire series except for those two. So hopefully you guys will have gotten your fill of the BFFs, and of course it doesn't want to open with the first tear strip. Maybe this is a really good one. Here's the apple, and we have gotten this one before. That's one thing that's not very neat about this series, is the cards are always just, they're all bent up and stuff. They get kind of mashed in the box because they put them in the package instead of in the box. But this one says Mac and Josh, and it says I could just eat you up. So here's our little worm. This is one of the more cuter ones in the series for sure. Get our worm put in here. There he is. So there's our very happy worm and the apple. And now that we've gotten all of these opened up, let's go ahead and move all this out of the way. And we have this. This is a big giant BFFS egg. So let's go ahead and take the heart off first, if we can get it off there. And then let's take the letters off. Now let's get this massive amount of pink Play-Doh. It's almost like a purplish pink. And as you can see, there's all sorts of goodies inside of here. So we're gonna, if I can ever get this off, there we go. And then get the egg opened. And okay, so I didn't even realize this. I forgot. I did put one more blind box in here, but we also have some surprise packs. But let's open the blind box first. I forgot. I totally forgot that I had snuck one of these in here. So for this one, it looks like we got the tooth again. Okay, so this is going to be the third tooth that we've gotten. This is the first one for this video though. It says Big T, Little C, and Barry. It's a 1 in 16. You're the sweetest tooth. So I'll get it put together real quick and get all this Play-Doh cleaned up, and we'll check everything else out. So here's our little tooth with a Twizzler and a candy corn on the side, and on the top you'll notice it's got a silver filling, and that is what happens when you don't brush your teeth many times a day, 2 or 3 times. Make sure you guys are doing that so that you don't have to get silver fillings in your teeth. So let's go ahead and open up our first surprise pack. And we got Harmony Bear. As you can see, it's got the little flower right there on the center. So that's kind of a cool one. Here's a look at the back. It's got the little heart right there on its bottom. And we'll set that down next to our cheeseburger. Now let's go ahead and open up a My Little Pony surprise pack. We haven't done one of these in a very long time. And a lot of you guys have been asking, you know, where they've been. I just haven't gotten back around to it. So it looks like we got Applejack. And here is our Applejack. And this, of course, is going to be the very glittery series. The only bad thing about this series is, as you can see from just looking at my fingers, as soon as you touch these things, it's just, there's glitter everywhere. It's just all over my hand. So that's the one bad thing about that one. Let's go ahead and open up the next one. Now these also have the little tear strip right here, the little circle where you can kind of bend the package and just rip it open like that, but I figure the scissors is just a little bit faster. And this one looks like we got Swanky Hank. Always tries to look his best. There's a look at the back of the card. This one has like the little coat hangers on them. Right there he is. That's a cute one. We'll set that down. And we also have a My Little Pony Squishy Pops. And these, of course, are the very tiny little My Little Ponies. And the last one that we got, I almost guessed the pony right. I said it was either Pinkie Pie or Princess Twilight Sparkle, and it was actually the princess one. And for this one, wow, this one feels even smaller than the last one. So this is, looks like we got Applejack maybe. It comes with that little piece right there. I'm trying to figure out what else is in here. Okay, so I guess you don't always get a pony. So for this one we got all of this, and I'm not exactly sure what all that's supposed to be. So, you guys are gonna have to fill me in on this, because this is the first one of these that I've gotten. It just looks like a little clear yellow donut, and then this, which looks like it could be like a collar or something. I'm not really sure. I don't know. That's kind of a strange one. That's definitely wasn't expecting that. That's the fun thing about opening some of this stuff, is you never know what's going to come out sometimes. And for this one is going to be the Tokidoki Frenzies. These are the little tiny ones. And for this one, we got, if it ever comes out, there we go. I think we got this one in the past too. This one's the little cow that's holding a heart. Here's a look at the back. It almost looks like a Mufia, which we haven't done the Mufias in a while either. And then for our final item, we have the Littlest Pet Shop. And I only have, I think, maybe one or two of these left, so we're getting down to the last few. And this is going to be a new one for me. I haven't seen this one before. And that looks like, that looks like maybe a raccoon. I'm not sure. It looks a little bit like Rocket Raccoon with a pink hairdo on the top there. And it comes with this, what I think, it looks kind of like a shoe. You know, some of this stuff you kind of have to guess on. So there's our little raccoon in his shoe, and I guess that's supposed to be a pencil, so it's kind of a neat one. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our BFFs video for today. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Also, comment below, let us know what was your favorite BFFs from today's video. Also, let us know if you'd like to see more of them if they ever release a series number 2. This is Zero at Disney Cars Toy Club, and as always, thanks for stopping by.